going, still 2. Keep going. No, touch. Still 2. Flying on. Okay, release the legs there. Let go. Hold. Go 3. 13, hands off the ball. Hold on too long. Mark back there. Come on, behind it. Go. Yep, Nathan. Go. 7-5 with 20 here. Go. When you're ready, therefore, go. Backwards, keep going, flying on. No tackle. Keep going. Keep going. Still no tackle. 6 and 5, stand together. Hold. Hold. Go 1. Yep. Just hold 8 in the middle here, buddy. Yep. 6, stand. Okay, we're here. Go 2, good. No, keep going, still 2. Okay, release there. Lock in, 12. Go 2. 2. 3. Okay, move there, 4 line. Go 4. Okay, we're playing advantage here. Yep, happy? Happy, yeah, mate. I'm happy. Good, mate. Yep, good there. Oh, mate, it is tough. Yep. On you, Lockie. Yep. Moving. Now. 1. Down wide. Yep. Yep. Come on, here. Ball goes first. Ready, move now. Hold, go 1. Okay, 9, 13, move together. Go 2. We're good. Keep going, still 2. Keep going, still 2. Keep going, there's no coming. Hold, 1, hands off the ball. We're here. Hold. Go 0, 10, 8, all right. 10, miles in front. Okay. Mark there. Okay. What are you doing? 9. 9. What are you doing? Okay, hold, we got 10 here. Okay, they're tapping. Hold. Go. 19, 9, up together. 19 up together. 1 foot.
He's holding.
Up, unlock. Go, 1. Good. Good.
Double.
Go, first and time movers. Second from west. Come here. Go. West. West, the time movers. Come in. Go. Go. Get your second rows and lock the pack in and then we come together.
On the 20, boys.
Hooker.
Stay on the line.
Hooker's arms over the top.
On the line, people.
Go. Top your head this side. Second row. The break. Go. 2 hands on the ball. Break.
Line's good, mate.
Line's good, yep. Go, move now!
Lion, stand up
6,
now.
move! Go 1. Mark is good. Go, stand together. Go 2. 11, 6, move together. Go 3.
15, 7, 4 on your right. Link in.
2 we got.
15, 7, 15, yeah, all works.
7, hands off the ball. We're here. We're here. Go 4. Knock on. Go. Go, scrum here. Yep. Go, mark here. Yep. West. Yep. Hooker, mark there. Arms over. Prime movers. Hooker, arms over. Go. Bring your second rows locked in. 12, 12. Stand up, stand up. 12. Head this side. Your head the left side. Break. Okay, second. 8, head in. Hold there. 2 and 7 speed. Break.
That's good.
Yep. Okay, 7, move. Go 1. Okay, 7, 12 up together. 9, 8, sorry. Go 2. 10 early. 10. 9, hands away. 10, hold. Hold. Go 3. 10's good. 10, hands off the ball. We're here. Hold. Go 4. Like that. Go, play that. We've got 0 coming. Go, stand. Got 0 coming. Hold. Go 0. He's attempting to catch it. You catch it. 8, hands off the ball. 4 players. Go 1. 7, 8, move. We're here. Hold. Go 2. Good. 3, stand. Strong. Go, we're coming here. Go 3. Shot there. Hands off the ball. Don't drive in. Go 4. Go, 1, 2. Got 2 catches. Go, 3, move. Hold. Go 1. Go. Go 4's made it. 7. Didn't make it. Didn't make it. Go. 7 need to be here. Nathan, mark here. Go. What are you doing? Wait. 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 Nathan, I said wait. Wait. Wait for the whistle. Hold. Go. Six. Hands off the ball. Lock in. All the way, 2, 4. Dangerous link in. Yep. I got ball down. Yep. Over it. Yep, thank you.
so just stay there. They're not waiting to move.
Well, just, yep, easy. I would take some water as well.
Okay. So you understand what I'm saying?
Yep, I understand that, yeah.
Roll penalty. What are you doing? We're going to take a tap. Just go to the blind side. Let's go.
Yep, don't blow whistle.
No whistle. And stay there.
Yep.
Then get your 10 after that. We've got plenty of time.
Yep.
And we're not having that breakdown of you walking back on 10. You're in no man's land when they take a tap.
Yep, didn't say more.
Presentation, it looks far better.
Yep, awesome.
Are you going? Yeah. Right. You keep going. And now.
Same way. On the cross. So on the cross, that's halfway. Yep.
There we go. On your D-line, talk to 3. Make sure you stay to the go call. Just on your D-line. You're just leaving early.
Time to run. Go bounce out. Yep. Go. Bounce in the touch. Time movers, we've got a scrum. Time, we've got a scrum.
Ball bounce out like the ruling.
If it's on the one round there, but no, you think it's bounce out. Just one here. Okay. We'll get the same again. We've got arms over. Just there, boys. Yep. Heads in. Hold there. Heads in. Eight. 2 hands on the board, Brody. Break. 8 early. Yep.
Involved.
Yep. Where's he meant? Yep, up there. Okay. Yeah, offside. No, it's 10 metre. 10 metre, can't be. No, wait. When you're ready. Go. Okay, Paul, move there. We're here. 1-8. Go 1. Yeah, he's not on the line. Not there. 1 foot. 1, move. Go 2. That's good. Yep. Happy? Yep. Good. Happy? Good. Yep. Mark. Yeah, I love Mark now. He's good. I'll put that one.
I'm sure what do you line up with the ball? When you stand here, what do you line up with the ball? I'm just curious. The pose. Tell the black box. What? Is your even side to go left or right?
What?
And now.
Nathan, left or right? Yep. Yeah, it's a mix, yeah. Rocking down your way. Yep. On the cross there. Okay, outside guys, on the run. Ball goes first. second ball. Ball's on the ball. Oh, hands off the ball! Oh, go one. One speed, good. We got one. Hey, move! We're here! Go two.
Just the rival, just got it.
Yep. Go in, hands off the ball. Hold. Go three. Knock on. Mark here. Guns here. Okay. One move, just hold here. Okay. Spread the ball, haven't it? You go, hookers, arms over the top. Left step behind. Yep. Okay. Back rollers. Off your break call. Okay, pine rivers with the touch shoulders. Okay. 7, 2 hands on the ball, speed. Break. Okay, hands on the ball. Hold! 7, release. Go 1. Keep going. Keep going. Yep, happy.
Very good.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep, got the mark, thank you.
So, Scotty, number 24 for Pine Rivers.
Yep.
I think he's back facing you.
Yep.
Just give him a tip on the way back. How to play a ball.
What was that? About to play the ball? Yep.
How to play one. Tell him how to.
Yep.
Alrighty. If he does the same again, you know what you got to do.
Yep. Yeah, because I did see that, I did hear the comments, because I was, warning, obviously, but I did that, but things were what was that?
Rule on what you see, mate.
Yep.
I'll give him a tip now. And if he gets tackled, and you know he's in, tell him to play the ball with some comms to the right.
Yep.
Play the ball with your foot.
Yep.
Revenge.
No.
Now.
Yeah. 24. 24. 24. Make sure we use our foot one time the ball. Very, very borderline. Okay. Time I run here. Doggy. 5 minutes. 1. Hang Good.
Moving. Head down.
Fine, same way. Okay. Ball goes first. Good. Get going. Get going. Okay, move together. Hold. Go one. Hold. 6 hands off the ball. Go 2. 6 it on a marker. Hold. 10. Stand. We're here. Go 3. You going still 3? Touch. Touch. Well, 0. 0. Stand now. Okay. Stand. We're here. Go 0. Okay, move. Go 1. Go. Keep going. Yes, still 1. Still 1. Okay. Get going. Go. Get down. Forward, forward, forward. Forward. Go good. Go. We're here. Go from here. Go, we're here. Careful, scrum. West, come in front of you, West. Come on, Rivers. Come together. On the line here. Pass to the bike. Go, heads in. Go, 2 hands, body. Break. Get in, hands off the ball. We're here. Go 1. Got 10s on the ball, 15s on the top. 15, move. Go 2. Dive, dive. Come in, 16 up together. Go 3. Contact. 9, move there. We're here. Go 4. 5. Inside 40. 4, good. 24 is good. Yeah, so keep going. Okay, we're on 10. Hold! Don't drag him. Go 1. I'm fine. Keep going. We'll start. Okay. Fine on there. The man's taking him into touch. Fine. Fine, we're here. Try the ball. Run with V7. In 20. Yep. Was he totally good mark? Yep. Okay. Just there 14. When you're ready. When you're ready. Go. No tackle. Hold! 9, release there. 11, 20 meters. Back to the red. Back to the red. Go 1. Jump. Here. West, come through.
Over here, mate. Here,
Here, West.
West,
Heads in.
Go back. Sorry, mate.
All the way through. Heads in, West. Three. Two in. Break.
One's good.
Move together. Hold. Go one. Ten. Hands off the ball. Go two. Four. Release there. Go three. 10. Hands off the ball. All the way three. Go four. Fine through. Hold there. Fifth and last. Keep going. Three.
Three on the right.
Three on the right. So contact's good. Three on the right, yeah. 16, hands off the ball. Quiet. Go one. 16, don't do that. Hands off the ball, Adam. Good over here. Go two. Hold. Move together. All the way. Get in space. Go three. Okay, hands away. Go four. Three. One, two, one. Okay, we've got four. Keep going, still four. Okay, shot there. Fifth and last. Release. Go. All right. Okay, I've pass it backwards, pass the pond vivid, restart the tackle out. Yep. What? Thanks, Lockie. Yeah. Okay, West. Nathan, yep.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whether you can move forward or sideways,
Yeah.
you're the same distance from one to the other, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you're over at one post and I do a long one, this one, you've got to move too far over.
Yeah.
You say you just stick straight forward, then you can go your left or right.
Yeah. Well, careful. Blue goal. Up on. Yeah, I'll watch for it. As I said, I haven't seen it, but I will watch for it. Yeah, everything fits from like you're receiving your comms. be going your way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get ready for the kick off here. Okay, 5, jog 2. Okay. Ball goes first here. Time you run. Go, backward. Keep going, keep going. Good. Okay. 24, move. We're here. We're here. Got it. 24, haven't used the foot there. No genuine intent. Okay, 15, mark there. Lockie, go. Okay, when you're ready. Yep. Go, move now. Hold. Go 1. 14, move there. 1 foot. 1 foot here. Go 2. Go, good. Good. Okay, move there. 1 foot. Hold. Go 3. Yep, I'll go grounding. Yep.
You're all right.
Yep.
Got it. That 24 gets the ball again.
Yep.
Just use your vocab and give him a kick. Play the ball with your foot.
Yep.
Okay? That's just being proactive for him.
Yeah.
If you start standing there, you just work on him again. So next time he gets the ball, clearly say to him, get your foot on the ball.
Yep. That's what
All
the
right.
comes in that one. Well.
Yep. That's just being proactive.
No, it's going to be a work in progress.
Yeah. It's just a shit penalty, but it has to be given if they're doing it.
Yeah.
And you're giving him the opportunity by saying it again to him. You don't have to tell him now on the way back. It's just when he gets the ball.
So having those proactive comes not just going out, stop your power, and that's it.
Moving.
And what way? 7, 18. Yep. You know? Yep. Time to run. Good. Lock on. Good. Scrum here. Okay. Time movers. Scrum here. Yeah. Go over here. 1 foot west. Go. Heads in. Okay. Right. Righty. Break. Five good. Coming. Yeah, we got him. Going to touch. Okay, find the ball here. Come on. Okay, Lockie, just step off. Take control. Dick, just on the 10 on the funny end. Yep. Okay, Palm, we're here. Jump it. Yep. On the line. When you're ready. When you're ready. Go. No tackle. Okay, move there. Go 1. 16's okay, you're on a marker. 24, 7 up together. Stand up, lock in. Hold. Go 2. Yeah, play the ball. Ball under here. Yep. 10 in line for touch, Judge. Ready, wait. Jog 2, 3. 3. Jog 2. Go. Wait. Okay, when you're ready. Go. Go, tackle. After contact from ball. 15, move! Go, 1. Go, 10, release there. Go, 2. Hands on the ball. 10, stand. Go, 3. Mark at the hood. 17, hands away. Go, 4. All good. Yeah, that's right. Keep going. And go. Crosser. Backwards, keep going. Backwards, keep going. Go, release there. Go, 1. Go, 4, move, we're here. Go, 2. 9, hands off the ball. Go, 3. Hands off the ball there. Go, 4. Inside 40. Right side's good. Left side's good. Kick it through. And go. 43. Okay. Wait. Watch the touch, Judge. 10 in. Wait, 10 in. It's a control start. It's a 10 in control. Yeah. Yep. 9. 9. It's a tap. It'll be a tap. Lift your foot. When you're ready. Go. He's left down the line, 20 millimeter. Coming, yep. Buddy. Okay, 0 coming. Go. 0 coming here. 10, hands off the ball. Come on. I said Howard and then you ripped it out, Katie. Okay? Call Howard and you ripped it. Mark there. Okay. Make sure behind. 7. 10. Yep. Up on that. Okay, we're here. We're here, wait. Wait, we're here. Look for me. Did you get away? No. 4, 24. Yeah. Look for the touchy. Just get behind him. He just needs me behind. No, 4. here.
First touch is back to one.
No, hang on. No, because it's touch ball works with the scrum. The scrum, sorry, we have a restart tackle count. It went backward. Then you guys knocked it forward. So restart tackle count, now scrum. So West come in.
Half on.
Yep, thanks for the rest of that. Okay. 4. Yeah, heads in. Thanks, mate. 2 and 6. Break. 8. Okay, backwards are fine. Okay, look. Okay, first of all, fine. Second off west. Okay. Yep, come here. Mark here, guys. Let's go. So what you got? Yep. Heads in. Head on. 4, 24. Okay. 9 head in. 2 in. 7 4. 7 4. Break. They good?
Yeah, mate.
Okay, move there. Hold 3. Go 1. Oh, 24 up together. Go 2. Keep going. Forward. Forward pass. Scrum here. Okay. West. West. On, we're here for the scrum. No, Ken, we're here. 8. 8. Full on the break. Make sure we break when I full break. Okay, we're over this side.
Sit there, boys.
Yep, we're going to touch judges. Break. 2 and 6. Break. Okay. On. Oh! Time, release! Okay, 2. Don't pay 3. Go 1. Good. 13. 2 ends. Yeah, come back here. No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty. When you're ready, start. Okay, 10, 9 up together. Go 1. It's shot there. Don't dive in. 1 4. Go 2. Okay, release. Go 3. Hands up the ball. Hold. Go 4. Very 4. Yeah. Yeah, mine, all we got to do is leave it!
Oh, hang on, I'm hanging.
Leave it! Yeah. I got no advantage taken. So we're going to go back to the scrum for West. So we're going to go back in, no advantage. Okay. Knock on it. Okay, we've got to knock on here. Scrum. Yep. On the mark correctly.
Yeah, mate.
Yep. Okay. Okay. 7. We don't need to carry on afterwards. 7. Listen. Head on. Heads in. Heads in. Okay, to the bike. Okay, 2 hands on the ball stick. Hey, break. Okay, coming through. Okay, move now. Okay. 7, hold it, marker. Go 1. 7 on the loose there. Quiet. Okay, 7 in, you're not square. contact. Unnecessary. It's the right contact from your number 9 is unnecessary. I'll try to see the play down. That's right. 7. Nathan, we're here. What are you doing? 10. There's 10. Okay, let's wait. Go. Okay, hands off the ball. 17, we're here. Go 1. Good. Good. 14, move there. Go 2. Look out, look out. Okay, stand together. Lock in, marking. Go 3. Good. Happy? Yep. Go, mate. Just with this last 7, obviously we've had a bit of a half. It's been a bit of rubbish after we've had a knock on. So, and obviously like we've had a game play, so we just got to make sure we just keep on back play and things rubbish break down. So we just had 2 instances where we just got to make sure we just keep on top of it. Have you feel like anything bad or? No, it's fine. So he had his skills and time just rubbing any steps up to he's not striking. But as I say, if there's any striking immediately coming with something, yeah, take the point. So we just got to make sure we keep on top of the back pass because obviously things for this stuff going accident. Moving. Now. Ball goes first here. Come everyone here. Good. But we do the best. Ball, release there. Go 1. Happy with that. two. Move, hands away. Go, three. Keep going.
Toe touch, toe touch.
Hand, release there. Yep, we're good here. Go, four. Go, Nathan, move now. Get out of us. Go. Go, move. 7 to 10. Okay, we're good there. Let one, move. Well, here. Go, one. One feet good. Okay, move there. Go, two. Here, right here. 9, hands away. We're here. Go, two. Okay, still got it. Good. Just wait. Thanks, Lockie.
You got it?
Yeah, I got it, mate. Righty, stand by. Yeah, easy. Come around here. There we go, start. Good. Okay, keep going. Good. Oh, release the leg, yeah. Go one. Good. Okay, we're going to end. Okay, stand now. Go two. Good. Okay, release there. Go three. Still going. Still three.
Keep going.
Still three. Okay, release there. Hold. Still four.
Good.
Okay, move together. 50 mark. Go. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, stop. Go, move together. Get up. Hold. Go one. Go, release there. Go two. Seven, five, stand together. All the way, two. Backwards, keep going. Keep going. Release there, 19. Give him space. All the way. Keep going, play with it. Knock on. Okay. So we're here. Come here, guys. Right over here. There we are. Oh, we're on this?
That's right, probably. Yeah, play all coming.
Guys, we're over here. West, we're over here.
Right. Me, no problem. He's down off. Got
We're
it?
going off.
Yeah, just...
Yep, they are.
He's down.
Okay.
He's down. He's down.
Yep, heads in.
Let's get a change over.
Yep, this
Everyone
way.
get another bloke.
Four. Okay, all good. Wait, stand up. Ryan, all good?
That's right, let him get a player on.
Yep, wait. We'll just go one for a replacement and then we'll come together.
Too late.
Okay, come together now. Come together. Hold there, hold. Come together. Ryan here, head in. Nathan. Jermaine. Break.
Right, good.
I'm happy with that. Three, move, get up. Go one. Release there! there. Go. Mason, clear. Go forward. Go, full time. Full time. Ball. Thank you. Thanks, Nathan. Go. Hockey. Yeah, coming. What are you looking at? Peter, you ready? Okay, welcome to Franklin Oval. This is round 6 clash. West Brisbane Panthers up against the Pine Rivers Bears. This is Panther TV, and Peter Luckman joins myself, John Devine, on the call. And Pete, before we get started, quickly some sponsors, mate, we want to acknowledge.
Oh, mate, I don't know how many there are. There's so many good ones, but we've got to shout out to Lynx, Dual Finance. It's a great opportunities coming up with Dual Finance. And if you've got a business that you want to grow, and you need the technology to do that, make sure you get onto Lynx. They're fantastic. We'll go through sponsors during the night. Pine River's kicking off down to the train line end. And we got royalty here tonight. Absolute royalty with Shane Condon standing right next to me, old West champion. And Craig Green.
All right, well, the Panthers are going to run out from the train line end. Panthers going for their 5th win in a row after losing back here at Franklin Oval in round 1. This is their 2nd game here at home. The last time they had a home game was against Brighton, where they finally got Brighton away. And here's a chance down the right-hand side here for the West Brisbane Panthers. Pete, that man Pandia and Tobias Westcott both playing in the Chairman's Challenge. Well done, they got acknowledged for that, mate.
Yeah, and there was a couple other guys selected in that unfortunately, due to other commitments and so forth, could not play in that weekend. So I think Big Charlie was one of those as well. He's not here today. But, mate, good opportunity here. Pine Rivers look a little bit different, and I think they're growing under Danny Green every week, getting some more numbers back. So I think it'll be a close game.
Shane Pumapi. Kicks come through on the last. So the West Brisbane Panthers finish their set of 6 here, and it's going to be good defence here led by Wakalevu. Now, Wakalevu, Pete, I did ask you, but you weren't listening to me. Did he not go to Toowoomba?
He did go to Toowoomba, just to travel, and unfortunately, that was just a little bit too much. So, he's decided to come back and stick it here with us, which is fantastic. I'm just looking at the camera. I've got to apologise. There's a little bit of scaffold up that we can't avoid.
You're getting renovations done here at the clubhouse?
A little bit of renovations. That's unfortunate, but we'll fix it up as we go along. We might even be able to move this way a little bit, but if we don't score on the left-hand side down the corner to Sanford, we'll be okay. We'll get to see all the game.
And that would be Pine Rivers you're talking about. Last tackle here, so the Bears will complete their set. Last week they scored first in both halves against South. They just couldn't quite get the job done here, but they're starting to improve under Danny Green, Craig Green, and John Dixon. So a lot to like about the Bears' improvement. And if they're not too careful, as Cole Van Claveren said during the week on BRL Weekly, just got to be careful they don't turn their back on a bear. An angry bear is an ugly bear. And I'm standing next to Peter Luckman. There you go. Boom, boom. There's an error.
Oh, an error there.
Pardon? Well, you said they.
Yeah, there's a few players playing for the first time today too. We've got Chris Gesh is on the bench here, and I think if you got the team list, which we'll go through shortly, but Ewan Coots is also playing at Bourbon. Gary played for West before, but he's jumped on up and he's. Well, there's a team list there. John will go through them because he's fantastic with names.
I'll come back with that shortly as we see the scrum being set, and also haven't filled in a couple of those ones as well. So
Craig Green's number 19, if everybody wants to see his comeback today. His nickname is Hollywood, so he'll probably do a hamstring on the warm-up.
So Clark has to do some tackling. There's no dummy half here. Tukateo has to go in. So centre of the park and the lock forward in Winchester.
Craig Green just informed me the UDL he's drinking has forced him to be out.
So Wilson, that's the 20-metre line. 20 in from the far side here, Franklin Oval. Dummy half is Teme. Falls into that tackle there. Look uglier than it was. It was with Gill. So this is kicked in goal and dead.
It's an early kick, not a bad strategy. You've got to try some
they
kicks.
got a penalty here because they were inside the 10 on the last here, so they've got 6 more. Pine Rivers Bears, ball in hand.
Yet to get a win this season. 8 out from the try line.
See, what did you have to say that for?
Of course.
Yeah, because now
Clark, here's a chance here now for the Bears. Trying to get through there. The defence from the Panthers is strong. Reaches over and scores. The Bears come up with the first points. They did it last week. They've just done it now.
John Devine, the biggest mock I've ever seen him.
You like that, Pete? Oh. Brought to you by Lynx.
One sentence, Pine Rivers haven't won a game. Second sentence, they're over in scoring. Thank you very much.
Just through the hands here for the Pine Rivers Bears. Tamay started it. And he's just catching pass here. Simon Britton Stone had to come across here. He couldn't quite get there to finish the tackle off. There was a tackler underneath.
Yeah, there was enough numbers there. It was a good effort from the Pine back rower. He's a big, tall lad.
So I'm not sure who the Pine Rivers try scorer was. We'll have a look again. Pete, you've got a keen eye.
Well, I think is it 18?
Let's have a look. 18 is
it's 18 or 12, but I think it's 18 that scores. It's that.
Knows himself 18.
Yeah. So we're still waiting for a bit of team lists to come in. We'll get those and we'll identify who that was shortly.
It was Mike Talbot. I believe, number 18. Talbot.
Yeah, Michael Talbot. Yeah. I just got that list come through there too. Mate, it's a handy players in there. Benjamin King, there's a few blokes in there.
Is that Ben King used to play for Reckless? He used to play Cup
yeah,
too?
Yeah, that's what
handy
I mean.
player.
There's a few there. So this will be an entertaining day.
So conversion, left foot kick. You don't see too many. He's VAR. Straight over the black dot. 6-0 in favour of the Bears.
You're on fire, John Devine.
You like that, mate?
Anything else you can tip today will be great. We're going to be blessed. We'll probably get Shane Condon to speak a little bit later on. He is drinking double nip rums, so we might need to do that quicker than later, I would say, because he's having a little drink with his son Dan here, and it's getting a little bit messy. But we'll get him onto some commentary later.
Cole Van Claveren to restart.
Ooh, that was close.
Yeah, thought
that's going out the full. It has too.
Whack 11 might have been offside, so they probably would have got a penalty anyway for mine because I thought they were offside. So a penalty goes to the Pine Rivers Bears. Some more pain coming.
Was that VK kickoff?
It was. Too much juice. Big fella's back.
Bob's Liquor, another one of our sponsors today. Some great outlets there and great bargains, so make sure you get in there and support the guys.
Yeah, Danny Green, the coach of the Pine Rivers Bears, a premiership winning coach. Took them to a win in extra time against the Ipswich Jets. Also made the grand final against Valleys, which they led at half time. And Greeny, you probably want me to remind him that Valleys ran that down and won that clash. And he's back coaching and with a bit of time under Adam Mogg at cup level. So good to see him back. And obviously John Dixon, Sunshine Coast, Brisbane Tigers, former coach, and he's been all around the world. So here they come now, the Bears. Good carry, tackle there by Pumapi underneath. Again, they come to this right-hand side. Ball out the back, try time, and there's another try, and the Bears are in for their second. This time it's Tiger 2.
Well, I think Bryn Callahan will be having a look at himself on that one because that was an easy inside look. Here we go again. Same side, same shape. 18's pointing everywhere. It comes out the back. Half gets it. Simple step inside. Yeah, well, West know they're in a comp now because I don't think this bloke's going to miss from the same spot, and that'll put them 12-0 up. So
we go back to that penalty to start things off. They got the ball in hand from the kickoff, Pete, and that gave them good field position, and they obviously kicked it in touch. And some just good straight running from their forwards in the middle here. I'm not saying it's put the Panthers pack on the back foot, but I just sense the outside men are coming in a little bit, giving a few gaps out wide here for the Bears to pounce.
Well, it's the same old rugby league thing. You just can't keep giving sides a good ball, you know. And Pine have had 2 attacking sets straight off the back-to-back, so that doesn't help us.
Yeah, it just goes underneath, unfortunately, there. Callaghan, as you called it, Pete.
Yeah, just a little bit of a lazy effort there.
Lynn couldn't get back to stop the rampaging number 3. Togiatu. But it's a little bit further out, this one, Pete, but you probably think of backing him in. Look at that. Just inside the upright, just enough legs, 12-0.
Beautiful day tomorrow afternoon. So if you're not going to Magic Round, do yourself a favour and go to Dude and Duke down at Deception Bay for a beautiful lunch. The guys are fantastic there.
You guys went there after the Brighton game?
Yeah, we're going after the Brighton game. Yeah, and then they've also got pour your own beer out of the walls type setup. It's geez, that's got to be close from the kickoff there. BK living in danger there.
Well, what did old George W. say? Fool me once, something or other.
Yeah.
Do it twice, or I think I might have even stuffed it up more than the President of the United States did just then. But anyway, the Bears, 12-0.
Important set of 6 for West here. They've got to get some possession. Let's start working their way in the game. They won't be struck worrying about the score. 12-0's nothing.
80 minutes.
Yeah, they can score quickly. We can do that quickly, but
West Brisbane know
starting to get into the wrestle is what we need to work on.
But West Brisbane know that they got 80 minutes. They remind me, I think I might have seen it once or twice before, the All Blacks. They might be behind by 10 with 10 minutes to go. They know they're going to win the game of rugby league or the rugby union because they back themselves and they don't care about the scoreboard.
Geez, you're putting us under a hole, you are.
I am really putting it on.
You are digging it deep.
I was going to go and ask Greeny for an interview, but as we know, that's Danny Green. He never gives me one because he's superstitious. Maybe I should have given him one just to really bring it home. Because I think every time I've interviewed Greeny, they've actually won. Cole Van Claveren. Cole Van Claveren makes a break. KVK turns the ball back inside. Away goes Anita Packy. Goes all the way and scores.
As I said, scoring points isn't our issue. We just got to control the ball and get the ball. So that's fantastic work. Great work from VK. Makes amends for the kick out in the full. Sensational work.
There's a replay here, Pete. He's a dummy half here. There's options to the left.
by about 8 points. Close game for them, a great effort. And reserve grade got up by 1 million. I'm not sure what the score was, but it was big. West reserve grade got over Pine.
Slow play of the ball, probably deserved a penalty going on the previous one. It's now with Richard Pandia. 15 short of halfway, looking for a penalty, no. So on Britton Snowden, short ball. Good post-contact meters from the Panther until he loses the footy, and it's a penalty for a strip from the Pine Rivers player, and they'll get 6 more here, West Brisbane.
I think there'll be a couple of changes coming on short. I wouldn't be surprised if Gesh makes his way to the field soon. We're getting up to about that point.
Yeah, Valet, good carry there before he got the penalty. And that'll find touch on the far side. So the Panthers on the roll again, trying to level the tries up. So on Britton Snowden. Kyle Van Claveren. Paul Van Claveren goes off the left, goes back inside, loses the footy.
Knock on.
So that'll be a scrum right in front of the goalpost.
Where has he read that? Is it our feed? Well, just remember, when I say our, it's Panther TV. It's not Bar TV. It's on Bar TV, but it's Panther TV. So I'm biased. Is it our feed? It is. So they're clawing that as a strip out and a knock on to Pine.
So
I thought VK was over then.
See Frith at the back here. Wrap around here with Simon Britton Stones. A penalty breaking too early. I think you'll find at the back of the scrum, or was it a dummy at the back of the scrum?
Well, that is weird. Here it goes again, highlight.
No idea.
What's the penalty for?
Anyway, they'll find touch.
I make an executive decision. I'm going to pull the scaffold down at half time.
So the Bears with the ball in hand now after a relieving penalty. Good defence
good
there.
defence.
Akalevu.
All the
That's to
way.
throw the ball back inside, but the referee said held.
I don't understand that rule. If your momentum's going, it's, yeah. Yeah, he could have been putting a cam bar, Craig Green. That's exactly right. I don't understand the rule on that. What is the rule? If your momentum's going, I thought you keep going.
Well, it's not held, is it? That's a 30-metre. Still inside their own half. Bears, good hit there from Frith.
If he was running forward, it'd keep going.
1, 2, 3, 4 Panthers. Collective effort there. Lapu, one of those as well, the number 12. Oh, good contact. Taloy puts a big shoulder in there. Another couple of Panthers come in. It's almost like the Serengeti, Pete. One of them pulls down the antelope, the rest come in, and all of a sudden an error comes up from good defence from the Panthers.
Sam Collins is not playing today either, so I'm just a few missing out there today. Good contact.
Where's Charlie? Charlie Goers tonight.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a few missing out of there tonight, so yeah, that's good test for all the players getting an opportunity.
So Chris Gesh, certainly an outstanding player, came from I think the Northern Pride, Pete, a few years ago, played Cup up there.
He played Mackay last year for job, and he's come back this way for new job in the same company.
Great player.
And took the opportunity, so yeah.
Taloy within 20 of the try line. Vavali. Stellan has to hang on to him. Still hanging on. A lot of effort coming in there. Tekananu. To left, Frith. Pumapi. Simon Britton's not a short ball trying to get across the chalk. This time is Callahan. Callahan would like to put a try on the board. I'm going to be too critical there, but he probably allowed that other try. Not allowed, was not able to step up to stop that try earlier. You never allow somebody to score a try. Blindside, Kyle Van Claveren. He's going to take the tackle. He had 3 men outside him. It's 3 on 2.
Well, they've got numbers right. They just got to send it.
Simon Britton Snowden to the right.
Oh.
Knocked on there in the end there by Anita Packy. The referee says play on. So here they go now, the Bears. Trying to turn something in and nothing. He's got some pace as the Bear.
In the touch.
He'll get up and play it. Short ball.
It'll be a big effort to defend that. They're still coming back on. Gesh's first tackle back on.
There's a line of players. Stealing. Temmy's a dummy half. He's got Bears to the left and Bears to the right. He comes to the right-hand sides with Clark. Clark puts a kick into the in goal. Here goes behind. Oh, I thought there was a chance there. Wakalebu shaded it. Didn't get a hand on it, so that'll be a 7-tackle restart on the 20.
If I was Pine coach, I'd be a little bit disappointed in that. There was like third tackle. They still had 3 in there. They got them on the back foot. And if anything, you've made a team run all the way back. That's to West advantage. So, thank you.
Panthers survive another onslaught from the Bears. That's a 30. Blindside they come. It's with Glenn playing in the number 3. Played on the right wing. We thought he'd probably be close to the man of the match there against the Brighton Roosters.
Well, coming from Pine Rivers, so big game for him, playing against his old club too.
True.
And
there's Carly Jr. flashing about trying to get up. Goes across the halfway line. That's that man, Christopher Gesh. And a forward pass.
Good.
Yep, was forward.
Yeah, the fade left put it off. If he just given straight pill, the same result would have happened, but not to worry. On the 50, got to defend it again. Another set that we haven't gone to our kick.
Yeah, I think it might be like 5 completions each, Pete, if that.
Yeah, it hasn't been high in that result.
Scrum fed and won by the Bears. They go to the left-hand side. Oh, just hangs onto it. Throws a big dummy there to Zvar. That's the 30. The Bears, they got a back line here, screaming for a penalty for a slow play the ball.
Just got a new beautiful commentator, Craig Green, coming on for a second.
Beautiful. Pete Luckman stepping out as Craig Green will come in, former West Brisbane Panthers and premiership winning coach of the SEQ Division 1 Grand Final against the Burleigh Bears 4 years ago. Might be Greeny. So, a bit of a surprise here for the Bears. From the Bears, leading 12-6 against the Premiers, getting close to making that 18. 3 out from the try line. Do they go from dummy half? No. Clark. Panthers again have to defend their own line. See if they can hold firm here. 13 minutes still to go on the ground clock. No way through there. Too many big bodies. Referee says, hang on a second. They've got a bit of a blood bin maybe happening, or? Help me out here, Greeny. No idea.
He's got a smack in the nose, I think, and just wanted to lie around the right.
Play on. Casey puts it on the toe here. Picked up in the end here by Callahan. And Callaghan will go long way, gets the offloads. He can't believe it. Glenn coughs it up.
50-50 there, John. Like they haven't had the ball for the last 3 sets. And Brendan gets the ball. Just got to take that tackle, complete the next set, get back in the game. There's 12 minutes to go. And they try and push the pass and drop it.
Scrum fed and one. Bears again on the attack. Ooh, Glenn, good tackle. Has to go on with it again. Held now, says the referee. Yeah, interesting call actually, Greeny. Why would you call held when there's still some motion in the tackle? But anyway, steps off the left, trying to get through there as Richmond.
Yeah, mate, I just don't get that. And over here before, Panthers are driving him back into the sideline and call held, they get a penalty. Momentum has to...
be stopped. Has to be held. Clark, cut out ball. Options to the left-hand side. It's going to... I thought it might have gone into touch. Play on. They keep it alive here now, the Bears. 18 out, 10 in from the far side. Scoreboard 12-6, 11 minutes remaining on the ground clock. Temi. Only got 3 players to the left, but he comes to this grandstand side. Numbers to be had. Casey gets hit by Glenn, flicks the ball back inside now to Clark, and Clark will step off the left before he runs into a wall, and one of those walls is Carly. Clark, long ball. They got numbers here, the Bears. They got numbers. Cut out ball. The ball took an eternity to get out there. They're going to come close to the try line. Referee's right there, says no. 1 metre out. Ball goes back with Temi.
I think that was played out, so they might get 6 to go here.
8 out. Now it's the last. Well, no, he's just telling me to get up. Maybe he did get 6 more to go. Richmond trying to burrow his way through. Might be, I thought he was going to put his mouth to the whistle there. Thomas Casey to Clark. Underball, no way through. Stylen. They must have got 6 to go, Greeny, because it's still going. To the left now. Coming out of the line, is that going to be an opportunity for VAR to get through? No. Timmy dummy half, takes it to the line, gets the offload now to Richmond again, and Richmond can't get his way through there, and that's going to be a lost ball, or is it a changeover? No, it's a penalty. It's a penalty to the Bears. And they'll get 6 more for a high shot.
Yeah, look, I'd love to see the penalty count.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, the Panthers' right side defence I'm really comfortable with. They're all moving as a group, so they're up and sliding out, and they've had numbers several times. They're on the left of the screen, but our Panthers' right side D. I don't
understand why they're trying to go through the middle here, the Bears. They scored their tries out wide, and here's again from dummy half trying to get through there. It's with Clark coming back in. It's almost like they're using a rugby union method by drawing the outside men in so they create opportunities out wide and score a try, and they do so. Well, what do I know, Craig Green?
Well,
Daniel Green and Dicko know what they're doing.
It was on the edge, so, but I just backed in our right side edge for D, and they've gone over there. But, we've defended about 5 sets in a row there. And I know I complain a bit, but, we go back to this tap down with Bryn, where he could have just dived on the ball. We get possession, we work down the field, but try to get the offload and we knock it on.
Yeah, well, you're right. They're screaming for that knock on down there. So trying to work out the try scorer. Can't quite make the number. trying to find out who we got. So Clark. No, it's clear as mud. I can't see who that is.
Was it 12?
Reaches out with the right arm to score the try. We'll find out at half time, which is 7 minutes away. Conversion waved away. Might be the 12.
So 16-6. The Bears are up. So 7 to go, John. Like, you know, from my point of view, I just kick deep. This is a really important set because if the Bears really control this set coming out of their own half, Panthers are in a bit of strife here.
Well, there'll be some strife going into the sheds. Kyle Van Claveren gets things back underway again. It's taken 5 minutes inside the field of play.
That's a good hit.
I just see a far more structured game plan here from the Bears. It's not like it's a bunch of guys thrown together. They've got some combinations going. There's a try scorer again. Temi. Dummy half. Taking a turn. Gesh is one of the tacklers. Kicking early. End over end. Pandia.
Craig Green's gone for a wee walk. He won't be long. Got a bit to do today, Wes.
They have. Wakalevu gets a few metres. Yeah, they got a 10-point lead, which breeds motivation. Callahan goes forward, across the 40.
I'd like to see us get one more, get back on the board. West, get on the board. 6 to go, call there.
Kyle Van Claveren. Long ball finds Simon Britton-Snowden, and another long ball finds Hanapaki. Now the back row on Lapu. Trying to find a way around the edge of the Pine River Bears defence. 22 out from the try line and loses the footy.
Penalty, isn't it?
That is a penalty.
Yeah, I think it was a double push there. Good field position here. West should set himself something here and see how we go. I can't see that clock from over here. It's so bright.
4 minutes to go.
4 minutes to go. Well, that's perfect timing. I think if they can get to 16-12, there'll be an Ingram-Britson conversation at half-time, and hopefully we come home strong. Pine have just controlled the ball better. West, unfortunately, just spilling too much pill.
10 out. We'll try and bring that within 4 before they go to the sheds. Hanapaki, Simon Britton-Snowden, Kyle Van Claveren gives it off now to Glenn, and Glenn goes back into the field of play. He'll take 3 defenders down with him, and he'll get up and play. Kyle Van Claveren's a dummy half. Simon Britton goes to blindside there. Does KBK trying to get across the line and throws the ball back. No, he hangs on to it. And he'll take the tackle, quick play the ball. Callahan. Left to right pass here for Callahan. Finds Simon Britton-Snowden. Under ball. That's Coots. Gives the offload now here to Carly. And Carly bounces off one. Trying to get through there is Carly Jr. Carly. 5 short. Pumpi's a dummy half. Goes himself. Shane bounces off a bear and goes in and scores. The brilliance of Shane Pumpi comes to Franklin Oval.
I'm going to make every attempt in the second half to move that scaffold for the at half time. So unfortunately we can't see that. There's some work being done at the club, but going to temporarily, hopefully, remove that at half time. Craig Geen, he's very versatile. He's going to jump on the roof and sort that out. If he doesn't, Shane Condon will, and if he does, we're going to video it. Well, that's what they wanted, John. We were talking about that. Hopefully he gets his kick and puts it back into a place. They haven't played well getting out of their own half, West, in this first half.
Mind you, though, most times they got down that end, they have scored.
Yeah, but as I was saying, we've got to get to that other end. Our get to the kick has just not been good.
But Shane Pumpi bringing his class. That's a good try. I think he might have realised, look, I know I'm supposed to pass, but I think I might go myself. Just see what's around the
Well,
the
VK
feet.
tried the same thing with 4 players in front.
KVK, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. But he's also a very tall man, KVK.
Yeah, he's a different body to
Yeah.
Shane Puttapick.
So Simon Britton-Snowden, he got the 1 so far, 1 from 2. He's going to make that 2 from 3 to take it. And strikes it nicely. Goes towards the Gathorne RSL club. So score now, mate, 16 points to 12. Half-time break looming. So Shane Puttapick just bounced off a bear and goes in and scores. 16 points to 12. Just less than 2 minutes to go on the ground clock here. Bears might go for a short kickoff. I don't know whether that's in the playbook for Greenie and Dicko.
Yeah, actually, it's a good point there. A big shout out to our little touch judge on the side here,
Yeah.
Brian Raper.
Roper, yeah.
Brian obviously was in that incident that was publicised a while ago, but he's back on his duties already and he's feeling great. I did speak to him. He did the reserve grade. Nearly hit the post there. He did the reserve grade touch judge game as well. So, played for West, and he's been a referee or touch judge for a very long time. And it's great to see him back on doing his duties.
I think he refereed the grand final last year in reserve grade, or he's on the sideline, I think.
Yeah, well, he's around the traps and doing lots of travelling. So, sad those things happen, but it's good that it hasn't deterred him from coming back and doing what he obviously loves doing.
Yeah, that's right. And then remember, we're still looking for some referees, male or female. 30 seconds remaining on the clock here at
What can
Franklin
they do
Oval.
here? Pine Rivers would be shattered if West got over here.
Yeah, a lot of 39 minutes of hard work gone up in smoke.
Well, it
You're
is.
right, Pete.
And I'd say in the first half, I've got to say they've been the better team. So,
That's not the hooter, that's a train. Here they come here now, the Panthers, the Bears hanging on. 20 seconds remaining on the ground clock. That's gone backwards. It's ugly. Referee says a knock on, and that will be half time.
they're not going to get to that scrum. Hang on, they're going. They're trying to set West, but I don't think they will.
Well, Simon Britton's starting, they don't know where to pack it. That's why they're going sideways. Look like a bunch of crabs in the wrong direction, and that will be half time. I thought they'd pack there with a second to go, but anyway, the referee's going to call half time. So 16 points to 12 in favour of the Pine Rivers Bears. The try scorer will try and get in the second half at half time for you, but Togiatu scored in the 8th minute, then Talbot, and then the third try, and then for the West Brisbane Panthers, Shane Puttapick over for 1, and Hanita Paki with the other one, and 2 from
16-12 half time. Craig Green, what's your prediction? What's the final score?
I would say
Rugby League will be the winner.
2? 38-18 to the Panthers.
All right.
I'm not going that. I think he's a little bit out, but I think we'll get over there in the end. See you shortly.
West Brisbane Panthers make their way back out in the middle of Franklin Oval. Behind the scoreboard, 16 points to 12. So the try score we found out in the break was number 11, Tegatanu. So three tries to 2. Actually, it might be 3 tries apiece. Panthers are ready. Bears are ready. Waiting for the coaching staff to leave the middle of the park. So it's a pretty simple equation. Cut down the errors for the Panthers, I think, Peter Luckman.
I think they cut the errors out. They win by 10. A few other sponsors while we're obviously waiting here. So Vision Homes, Pathway Homes, Monster Homes, Image Property for if you've got rental properties or selling properties. Carpet Court, Old West champion Craig Bowen. Great business in Pickering Street in Ogra. So if you want any carpet, vinyl flooring, anything of that stuff, get on down there and Craig will sort you out.
So the Bears, that ball allowed to bounce, so it caused a little bit of angst. But anyway, they've got the footy now, the Pine Rivers Bears, 16 points to 12. They led 12-0 at one point. And the West Brisbane Panthers looking for 5 wins in a row, and the Bears looking for their first. Just saw Danny Green. Doesn't give much away, Danny Green. Well, I had to be playing poker with him, but anyway, he was able. All I got out of him was who the try scorer was, but that's all I wanted. That's all he gave me. He's got a pretty good footy side here. They just got to try and keep on doing what they did in that first half, creating errors from the Panthers. That's going to go out in the full by, looks like your number one.
It's landed in.
This day, did it?
We've taken a little bit of scaffold down, so we've got a little bit of a better view in this area. West have just got to stop inviting Pine Rivers back into the game. That from the kickoff there, I think we've won that battle. They're only at the 30 or 40. We'll be on halfway shortly after 2 tackles and in good field position. So we've got to make the most of this now moving forward.
Panthers know how to grind out a win, that's for sure. They did it all last year. I call it Nick Faldo style of rugby league, just playing percentages and just grinding out and wearing down the opposition. They may well do this in the second half. That's a bit of tunnel ball. Goes between Simon Britton Snowden's feet. Christopher Gesh has to tidy up that. It wasn't a great pass for Britton Snowden in the first place, but no fingers, so play on, says the referee. 8 metres short of halfway. They come to the middle of the park here, and it's the back row and Carly. And Carly gets across the halfway line there. Takes a couple of bears with him.
He's had some strong carries already.
All season, every game I've seen him play, and he's been doing that. He did it against Bulimba, he did it against Brighton. And now we see Coots. Coots gets on his way through. Coots with a fullback to beat. Big fella. Mary sidestep, goes forward, trying to get across the try line and gets pulled down. Penalty.
Oh, great.
They played
run.
the advantage there, the referee.
Great run. And mate, Cootsy must be on a bet because he's got the shiniest boots. You can see him from everywhere. But that was a great run from actually a very standstill line. I don't think he expected to get the pill, and he's gone straight in.
Well, I think he almost had a heart attack. Now what do I do? We'll come back to that shortly, but let's see if the Panthers can create that break into points. Simon Britton Snowden, Cole Van Claveren sweeping play to the left-hand side. Finds Glenn.
He'd love to get one against his old side, I'm sure.
Glenn will get up, 5 out.
All about control here for the Panthers. Let's start making them do a bit of defence.
Not a great pass there, but nonetheless it's with Christopher Gesh, and Gesh beats one, trying to get forward as Gesh gets to the within 10, right in front of the dot at the northern end here at Franklin Oval. Dart from dummy up. Shane Pumapee gets a double. Oh, razzle dazzle, Shane.
Mate, he was at Pine last year for a couple of games in between playing majority of Cup with Redcliffe, and obviously had some. He's been in so many systems over the years and playing NRL himself. So great to have him here, and just great vision. Up fast from a quick play the ball, and then found them all asleep and straight under the post. And wonderful hit back from Wes early.
Well, it goes on the back of that run, Pete, which we're going to have a look at right now.
Yeah, let's see. Well, he got the ball flat-footed. As you can see, he was going on the outside, turns inside.
Skips through.
Yeah, mate. Danny Green to be dirty on that for a missed tackle. I actually thought he was going to go all the way with momentum here.
Actually, Thomas Casey actually stopped the momentum.
Yeah.
He's also got a cracked sternum after that, I can imagine, but a penalty. I don't know what it was for.
Oh, nor do I, because it couldn't be offside because he'd run 20 metres and they were all there, and he still had the ball, so it wasn't a strip. But, John, it was probably one of the best decisions of the game.
Oh, dear. How long does it take? That's not bad, Pete. It took you 45 minutes to whack one in there like that.
I thought it was a Panther TV. It was a very good decision. I'm getting funny looks from 1991 Miss West.
Craig Green.
Mrs. Condon here is giving me bad looks.
Oh, I thought you said Craig Green was Miss West.
No. We've got royalty here today. I told you before.
We'll have a look at both these back to back. Oh, that's Shane Pompey. Sorry, straight through.
That's both markets just stayed. They didn't follow. And I think they both went the same way. Here it goes again. There was nothing there. Just quick feed at the line in attack. Showed a clean heel. Great carry again. Oh! Didn't need it, but did he?
Loses the footy. Does Wakalevu.
He's put his hand straight up for that, and that's not what you wanted for a kick. He did the hard work with the run. And that's one of those things, I don't know whether you're, as a coach, do you want to stop that in a game? I know it's straight after a kick, but look at the run. Stop it. Look at the ball. Oh, it was there.
No, you don't offload.
No, you don't.
Not in the first.
But, when you're a front row and you think you're a halfback, you try that.
Speaking from experience, Sunshine.
Apparently. That's why my career was very short. It wasn't even called a career.
Well, I think you did wear I think it was the letter G, but actually it was the 6. You stretched it that much.
Yeah, well.
You got to have a go. We saw Kalepi Fakaf have a great job of first receiver last week for the Seagulls against the Roosters. So here's Thomas Casey. Now, he's a player who hasn't injected himself much. He's a class player, Thomas Casey. He's a fullback. I'd just like him to create that extra man here for the Bears out wide. I think that might have been the call from Green and Dixon, because that there showed that he's going to probably join the back line more often than not in this second half of Steelan.
Well, that was the first tackle, so West will be desperate to defend this, obviously, but didn't even get 3 or 4 tackles in on the set from a return. There's that post again, but better clearance. Oh, knock on, pick up.
Picks it up there. There's Anita Packy, played in the centres last week. Taloy will get up. Quick dart from dummy half. Might be Richard Pandia coming in and do a little bit of work for the forwards. Dart from dummy half. Kyle Van Claveren runs into 3 defenders. KBK seems to have recovered completely from the hammy injury earlier in the year. Now it's with Christopher Gesh. Trademark.
They've changed their pattern a little bit here, West. I think they normally shift early. Good early kick into the corner. Great defence.
Tidy up
Make
the back
tackle
there.
here. But you can see there they've gone 3 scoots. A nice tight forward hitting it back in with Geshy did, and then gone to kick.
I think what you're saying actually too, Pete, I think they've got a bomb on them because their play the balls have been a lot quicker. They got their front a lot faster, and they got the Pine Rivers Bears on roller skates. So they've come up with a penalty here now and to play the ball. Referees found one from the textbook.
Yeah, I don't mind them in that area. That's still not a bad area that we've got to come out of. It's a good kick.
They don't penalise it in Origin.
Jeez, that is a monster of a kick.
All right.
There must be a hamburger or a drink at halfway because the touches just kept running.
It's Ropes over there now.
Kick. That is a big kick.
And Roper over there on the far side.
Jeez.
So the Bears, now
There's
they've lost the footy. Referee's going to say it's a loose carry, and that's good work there from the 15 and the 2 from the Panthers.
Well, another get out of jail there. That was just a bad carry.
Yeah. But now I just come from calling the Valleys and Balimba game, and I think there might have been 2 head-high tackles that were probably, just drifting up onto the chin. But the hits that were hit around the ball-carrying area, Pete, and the balls that came loose, a lot of scrums were packed, but only on the back of good defence from both sides.
Yeah.
You just dislodged the footy around there. And that's exactly what happened out here. Loose carry, no, it wasn't. It was just 2 good hits around the ball where the ball area was.
It's interesting you say that. Did in any of those games with Valleys with a couple of head highs, did anybody get sin bin?
Oh, they've had enough sin binning over there, I think.
Well, I just
no, they didn't, because it was basically.
I was watching the lower grades today, and I said, do we only protect people at NRL? because I'm seeing the amount of sin bins we're seeing in the game at NRL level, which is ridiculous. And at this level, it's just a penalty and play on, which I think it should be.
Well, these ones were bouncing off the shoulder, and any contact you make, they're just taking out the grey area. So there wasn't a high shot or a swinging arm or a lazy arm.
Yeah.
But all the other big hits that were coming were around the breadbasket, and the balls were just being coughed up from both sides, from the dish flickers and the diehards, as we see Anika Paki give it on to Taloy, and Taloy trying to get through there.
Ooh. That didn't look good.
He's going to get up. I don't know if he will. No, that hurt. I think they bent him in two.
He's Coots again, short feet again. Jeez, he's been dynamic.
Actually, spot on there, Pete. He seems to go those small steps and just drives with his legs
well,
to get
that's
through.
What it is about quick feet at the line when you're attacking.
Simon Britton Snowden throws a massive dummy. Looking for an offload. They're going to carry him across the try line. Held, says the referee, a metre short.
Want to be for number 3? Oh,
Christopher Gesh.
Great short ball.
Welcome back to Frank Lind Oval.
This player's still down over here in the corner.
Yeah, that has to be a knee. But
it didn't look good from the tackle.
Nah.
And, you know, that there from, I think it was Pontypridd had done a half again, wasn't it? They would have all been staying on him because he scored 2.
So he is at
He
9.
is dummy up. They're all hanging on him. Great short ball straight through Gesh. And great effort for Gesh to be there for that. Let's hope.
Well, actually, we're going to look at it again. I think he was actually a block play.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden he
got
said,
the ball.
"Well,
how many times do you see him drop that, Bud John?"
Yeah,
so that's experience from Gesh to expect the ball at any time. Here we go again.
So watch this. I think he's just coming as a block play because it's
But
supposed to go behind him.
Look where he is. Keeps moving in. He moved into the spot for the block. That's experience. There he is, and he can see it.
That's supposed to go to the 15, but it doesn't. It goes to Gesh.
Yeah, that's experience. And it's not being lazy. That's about, you know, doing your job and making the next effort. And that was well done by
But
Gesh.
the play's there actually there to actually look like he's going to get the footy. 99 times out of 100 he doesn't, but on this occasion Gesh gets it.
That's
he's a big body.
That's a great replay. And even if you look at the player behind him, if he went out the back, there was still someone there for there. So it was great shape and great awareness. He's up and walking the West player that got injured there, so he's jogging off. He looks all right.
Let's have a look at this,
which
Pete.
is good to see. From his actions, it looked terrible, didn't it? You see it right here. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that try is converted. We were watching the replay. Did he kick that, Greeny? No idea. So Christopher Gesh crosses the line with 28 minutes remaining as we get underway again. And that's Carly. Winchester, tackler. Panthers starting to get into their work now. They're winning this play, the ball. They're getting to their feet nice and quick. It's been twisted backwards. That's a penalty. I'm not really sure what the penalty is for here, Greeny.
Hip drop.
Is that what it was?
Watching TV. Yep. Just there.
What?
Like,
okay. There's such a thing. I thought he's actually pulled him down from behind. How are you supposed to stop him if he gets past you? Anyway. Penalty award to the Panthers. A relieving one. So Pine Rivers Bears getting into some old... I mean, that penalty I don't think should have been awarded, but just starting to fall away. Allowing the Panthers quick play the ball. Need to start winning the wrestle. I think there was one penalty in the first half for actually lying on the tackle play, and that was the 6 to go again, penalty count. So here they come now, the Panthers again. Now, the other thing also, Craig Green, I know it's hard to stop enthusiasm, but committing too many plays to the tackle, trusting that only 2 men get it done.
Yeah, it's really difficult because they're down to 12. They got one out the back. They're down to 11.
See, now you got 1, 2, 3, 4 players in there. One's gone back.
Yeah, look, they should
And now
just
they
go
got one
left and
marker.
score.
Yeah.
You know,
So they've sucked him in, and they're going to go to the left-hand side. There's 4 defenders. They turn it back inside to Shane Pumapee, and Pumapee tries to crawl, reaches out, scores the try. Shane Pumapee, he gets his third.
yeah, I was half right. They went left, but they still scored.
I still think it's on the back of some of those plays where they just overcommitted too many tacklers. Well, look at the replay here for Lynx. There's Gesh again on the right. They've numbered up. And lovely ball, beats the first tackle and carries on with it.
Yeah, look, John, I went down for the halftime talk, and
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah.
you know, the boys, the Inglebitsons.
Ingramson Inc. it is.
Oh, right, Hope.
Yep.
Yeah, just as I said in the first half, if you complete your set, you're going to get over the top. So, you know, they spoke about some early kicking. Sorry, mate.
You're
Spoke about some early kicking in the set. So we'll see what happens here. You know, they're up. What's that? 28-16.
Yep. Important kick this. Take it out to 14 points. But anyway, sorry, go on.
I'll walk home nude to Peter's house if the Panthers lose.
Ooh. I thought you were talking about the kick.
No.
30 points to 16. Oh, look, I agree. I think they're playing smarter now than they did in the first half, and they were their own worst enemy. And the Pine Ridge Bears were actually, I thought, a better side the first half.
Yeah, look, they were. They completed more sets, and Panthers just didn't complete the sets when they needed to. You know, at certain periods of the time. And I spoke about Bryn down here trying to pick up and offload, and you know, like, and when you're up 30-16, I'd still love to see 2 or 3 rucks and kick it down that end of the field.
No breeze to speak of. Pleading for a penalty there is Bradley Frith. Bears. Referee's got him back a solid 12. Christopher Gesh. Jeez, I love the way he plays, Christopher Gesh.
Well, he finds his front every time, and, you know, just quality.
And the reason is because he runs with his shoulders and his legs in the same straight line. So the only way you can fall is actually straight down, and you get straight back up. Takes me an hour and a half, but him 2 seconds. Frith to the left. Big kick here from Simon Brittonstone. There's Panthers coming through. It's going to be knocked back play on Simon Brittonstone. He gets the ball back that he kicked. I don't know whether it's. I haven't seen the referee say 6 to go, so it's still.
Yeah, he actually doesn't like to signal 6 to go. The ref.
Play on.
Oh
no, he's done a Benny Belay. He's coughed it up on his own, on his way to the try line. It's going to be scrum feed here to the Panthers.
It has to be, because there was no advantage there with you know, the Bears knocking on.
So Simon Brittonstone will kick for touch. Let's go around the grounds and get the scores as we wait for this to get underway. Tap restart. That's Callahan who's back out in the park. Simon Brittonstone starting to inject himself now as Brittonstone bounces off one before he runs into a couple of Pine Ridge defenders. 18 out. Frith goes back the other way. Frith almost gets through the line there. Something's happening here. Hanipaki wants something to the right-hand side. Here it comes. Cut out ball. Try time in the corner, and he's going to go over and score. So Richard Pandier, I think you'll find.
Yeah, just numbers are speaking now. Like, they're down to 12, the Bears. So, as you said earlier, that they seem to get a lot of players into those tackles, which really keep them short on the edges. So, Panthers should just run away with this.
So Padilla scores. Well, I mean, and then but you got players like Christopher Guest who just get up nice and quick, so you need those extra guys in there, and you're overcommitting. You know, I'm not a coach, but I also don't inject myself with disinfectant to cure COVID. But see how we go. We'll go around the grounds here. We won't worry about the replays here because of the scaff in the way. But Valley's 30 points to 12 over Bulimba. Brighton get their second win of the season, defeating Carina 30 points to 16. The South Juniors 30 over Beenleigh 26. What a crackerjack game!
Bit of an upset there, do you think?
I think so. Yeah. I actually tipped Beenleigh because it was at home. Winner Manly 40 to 16 over Normby, and at the moment it's 34 points to 16 here. So for and against will determine who will go to the top of the ladder. Valley's getting adding 18 to theirs, and the Seagulls 24, and we're yet to find a result in this game here. So we're sideline conversion from Simon Britton Snowden, I think. I can't see. Are you going to back this one in, Green?
Nah, out.
Out, okay. I like that. Craig Green, premiership winning coach, and also former Panther as well. So there, what do we know about kicking? Peanut Gallery still here, Greeny?
Yeah, no, they're still in the background.
All right, so the Bears, look, while this is Panther TV, I really like to finish this final quarter of footy off with 2 or 3 tries. Really not let their line get crossed again. Just to take some momentum. It's been a great first, 45, 50 minutes. And now the Panthers are starting to get away with it. So we'll just see how many defenders there. Now, my theory might be completely incorrect. I know you've got to try and stop the ball carrier. He's hanging on, testing the referee. I don't mind that. See if the penalty comes now with Simon Britton Snowden. A little bit of a gap to this left-hand side because the marker didn't come that way. Cut-out ball. It's in the hands now of Lapu, and Lapu will go off one. Takes the tackle down the end by VAR. Dummy half is Frith. Clap of the hands. He wants it in a hurry. Kyle Van Clavin injecting himself in the backline. Simon Britton Snowden, show and go. Turns the ball back inside. And a great carry there from Vavale. 28 metres out from the try line, centre of the Franklin Oval. They go to the left-hand side. Simon Britton Snowden throws a dummy. He goes back to the left hand. It's going to be a penalty for a high shot.
Everything going the Panthers' way right now, isn't it?
Well, they're starting to really wind up and get into third or fourth gear. They've got Kyle Van Cleverance coming back into this line. And I'm going to bag Kyle to it. It doesn't tend to pass the footy a lot, but on occasion now he's actually starting to chime into the back line and moving along here. So we'll delete that part out of the call so Kyle Van Clever doesn't send half the fire company around to my house and put my house on fire.
I can't believe you just said that.
Okay. KVK, I love you. But he's injecting himself here, and that's the thing. They think he's going to run it. Instead, he's passing the footy, so causing indecision. What do you expect when you're playing, for me, Craig Green, what do you expect the opposition of you to do? And you change it. Flippo. Play on, says the referee. No hands between the legs. Pumapi. Short ball. Vavale. Gets over the 10-metre line right in front of the post. Frith a dummy half. They've got numbers to the left-hand side, a lot of numbers. Frith goes himself. High shot. Reaches out. No. Referee says loses the footy, but to be perfectly honest, I think he might have got penalised for a high shot the first instance. So to change over on the 20. Would he lose it?
Don't know. We can't see from here.
Good stepping. Andrew. 16-12 the half-time score, so they've leaked 24 points to the Bears in the second stanza. They're crossing themselves. Temmy's back out there. They've got 3 or 4 to the left-hand side. They go to the right, left to right, which is what they did in the first half, Craig Green. They went to that left-hand defence of edge of the Panthers. Going to try go back to that formula. End over end kick. Will it set up?
Really
yes, it will.
Kick.
Kyle Van Clavin knocks it on in the in-goal area, and that'll be a line drop out.
Great kick by the Bears there, and put the Panthers under pressure 2 sets in a row. Yeah, the Bears really highlighted, the West left side defence. They scored 2 down that edge. They did then, after I said they won't score down the right, they did score down the right, as it always is. But, it'd be interesting. This set, it's actually, 16 to go, and big set this.
Big set for the Bears. But now let's see the comparison here. Craig Green, there, he's on his back. Whereas the Panthers generally get onto their front. Let's see if they go through. The lock forward goes for a charge now. Takatahu. Ferretti's a dummy half. Now with VAR. Gives it on to Kavanagh. Kavanagh gets into the corner there. He'll get up and play it. 10 short. VAR. Panthers have to defend now. Takatahu to the right-hand side. Cut out ball. I've got a chance here. It's not a great pass here. Goose stepping there. It goes Lamoni. Lamoni will be pulled down. Gets the offload. Not held, says the referee. It's with Casey, and Tom Casey gets within about 5 metres of the try line. Reaching out for it now as Clark puts the kick into the in-goal area. It's going to be still alive here as it dived on by Panthers. Come off the goal post.
It's a penalty.
I have no idea. It's just like pinball in there. Well, it's going to be a line dropout, I think, from the Panthers. We've got to play down in background. Let's have a look at this and slow it down. There's a footy in there somewhere. And the referee's right there. He's going to say it's a knock on. I'm assuming by the Panthers. You got the goalpost pads in the way as well.
Yeah, look,
but good pressure here from the Pine Ridge Bears. Get back-to-back sets. That's what you want if you can't score a try. Who's the player down? Is it Chris Gesh? Yeah, no, Callahan. You know, if you put tape on your head, you're indestructible.
Yeah, well,
I found that.
I reckon I never wore tape on my head.
No, neither did I. Another line dropout. This one's pretty big. Tries to trap it, but doesn't do so. So we see Wilson now. And Wilson will run back in the line. He's a big human as well. Again, once on his back, gives the time for the Panthers to get back into the defensive line. They come to the left-hand side. Short ball. Finds Takatahu, the try scorer in the 32nd minute. He'll get up. Ferretti. Goes himself now to his VAR. No way through there. Quick play ball. This is better here from the Bears to the right-hand side. They need to do the complete set. Try and draw that outside defence of the Panthers end. 15 out, 15 in. Long ball to absolutely nobody. Picked up by Takatahi. He'll get over. Stands in the tackle there. Now it's the last, says the referee. Falls down eventually. Blind side. Bar. Cut out ball. It's going to go over and score, as the referee said.
Knocked on.
Knocked it on. They can't believe it. So it's going to be a 20-metre restart. Panthers, well, they defended, and they've kept their line in check for this half. Thirteen and a half minutes to go on the scoreboard clock here at Franklin Oval. Richard Pandia. Pandia, fresh from the Chairman's Challenge. Kyle Van Claveren. Gavali. See, on his front, just wants to get up and play. Quick play the ball. Scrambling. High kick here coming from Valacott. Valacott's there. And good kick chase. That's what you want from your kicker. Chase it and tackle. Kavanagh. Kavanagh.
Good D there.
Cops one. That was from McMinn, number 8. Slips over to Wilson. Finally gets up. Callahan, one of the tacklers, got the cake tin tape on the head. Well, it's the last tackle now. Throws it back. High kick here from Clark. Midfield bomb. Allowed to bounce. It's a good kick. It's going to be tight up there. I think that'll be Valacott. And that's the 30-metre line. Better last 10 minutes here from the Pine Rivers Bears.
Yeah, they've really amped up in the last 10, haven't they? They, they had back-to-back sets down the Panthers line. Not a bad set there. Like the Panthers are on the 50 here, so.
Well, the Panthers haven't got past the 40 in the last 10. They're getting close to it now. Sorry. Pumapi's got 3 already. McMinn gets over the 40. Pumapi there again. Callahan. Well, there's nothing wrong with that pass for mine. Glenn has knocked it on. That'll be scrum feed now to the Pine Rivers Bears. 11 minutes remaining on the scoreboard clock here at Franklin Oval. Round 6. BRL Premier A-grade competition. Better showing here from the Pine Rivers Bears. I think last week was the most points they put on, so they've bettered that.
Yeah, I don't think the Panthers would be happy with their first half.
They would be happy with their first half, but not their.
Oh no, Panthers would be happy with their.
Yeah, and that's that probably shows the Ingram's unique. Some things to work on, but as Peter Luckman mentioned at the start of the game, there's a lot of players missing from this Panthers side. We're talking about Collins, we're talking about Gallo, Eddie Tatali, the Ferrari. He's still in the shed, so there's still a few players there. But maybe it's the same thing that happened with the Wynnum Manly Seagulls last week against Brighton or 2 weeks ago, where they had different combinations in the first half and took them till the second half and a bit of a chat at half time before they were steered in the right direction. I think that's probably what's happened here this afternoon with the Panthers. They've responded to the conversation at half time. Let's see what the Pine Rivers Bears can do. I think they should have just go back to what they were doing in the first half. Good quick play of the ball, and they were winning the wrestle back then. Clark back the other way. Still going is Clark. Clark trying to burrow his way through there. McMinn grabs him. 12 short of halfway. Southern end here, Franklin Oval. They go to the right-hand side. Barr had numbers out to the right. Decides to go himself. Get up. Dart from dummy half. No way through there. Now it's the last tackle. Barr's a dummy half. Throws it back to Casey. Puts a kick into the corner. Flying high. Pandia grabs it. Comes out.
No, unfortunately.
Well, it's a 20-metre restart because he caught it on the full in the in-goal area. That's a rule, Pete. Catch the ball in the in-goal area, you come back to the 20. Not the good refereeing. I don't know what else could he called then? Mark? So he can have a shot for 6?
No comment.
Cole Van Claveren. Pumapi dummy half. Shaped to go right, gives off to Vivali in the end. Halfway line's right there. Less than 9 minutes to go here. The Panthers will come away with a win here at Franklin Oval. We'll go 5 in a row. McMinn gets past one. Just a lazy tackle in the end. Look, quick play the ball. They're going to have numbers to the left-hand side, but Simon Britton starting comes back this way. It's down with Valacott. Easy meters here for the Panthers. They're chewing into the Bears' territory. Frith. Hanapaki. Goes himself the half, and he'll go all the way and score. Over he goes, and Hanita Paki, he scores his second try. £40 to 16. We look at the replay. through the hands. It all comes back to quick play the ball. Try in the corner. Don Duncan Field sign over there.
38-18. And Pine are not taking a kick for 2. We're back, John. They run away with it. It's all over Red Rover. I'll call this one early.
Well,
I don't care.
you beauty, Nostradamus.
I have been in a game, similar scoreline, and I've walked out with 7 minutes
You
to go
have.
on John Devine,
Well, I do. I
where
remember
West
that
got
vividly.
beaten by East, wasn't it?
It was at Langlands Park or
Yeah.
Totally Workwear Stadium.
I
Correct.
said-
They were leading by 16 points with 6 minutes to go.
And I said, if they win from here, I'm leaving.
Well,
And John, as they got ahead, John said, see you, Pete.
well, actually, it was before that. I actually was calling the try. Got a moment. I looked over to the chair next to where Peter Luckman was standing, and all I saw was a set of headsets rocking, and nothing else. And he's on his way. I said, "See you later, Pete." And yeah, I think that was back in the day. James Sharkey was playing back then. Remember?
Oh, jeez. He's now a golf professional. Would you believe it?
He gets paid not to play golf.
No,
That,
he's playing off. I don't know,
Off
2
an anthill?
or 3, 4 handicap.
40
Not like 44 like some other people I played golf
42
with.
points, 16.
John Devine.
Wow, that hurts, Pete.
Speaking of golf, while we're waiting for the kickoff to come, keep an eye out. John and I are doing a program, Golf with the Panthers, shortly. So we'll be doing that at Capera playing, and you'll see some video coming with that with some of our talented golfers and some key players. So keep an eye for that coming out on Facebook shortly.
Yeah, I can't understand why you had golfers in plural there, Pete. But anyway, I know you can hit a mean ball, but I've seen you on your day, Pete, and you are human, and we'll try and extract that. We'll certainly do our best to put you off your game.
Well, there's going to be a bit of that, a bit of live
Banter?
golf, bit of live golf, bit of banter,
A
I'd
bit
say.
of live, yeah, unbelievable. Panthers trying to inflict some more pain. I think the Ingramson and Inca be disappointed if they didn't go on with it. Varley, Pete Carey, he's had a great second half. He's the big number 10, 40 points. That scoreboard is wrong. Didn't get the kick. I think it should be 42 points to 16. I could be incorrect. As we see Coots, he's been strong as well. I've been impressed with the bench. Gesh, of course. Valakox has come on.
Coots' first
Carly.
first game this year at this level.
Now, this man McMinn, I'll tell you what, he's got to be, 5'4".
Played
Holy
his fir-
smokes, he gets a lot of metres under his
Mate,
belt.
played his first game for us at that Burpengary, John.
Last tackle.
And then he had to go. He comes from up north. He signed with North, so he's a North player coming to us, and not the normal sizes of.
No, he's
middle,
a 30, not an 8. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but he's certainly a goer, and he played for us when we played Brighton at Burpengary, and then had to go back up north for a couple of weeks to finalise some stuff, some schooling or college, I think he had, and he's back. But he's certainly he's got a big motor.
Well, he gets a good front too. Gets up quickly.
Yeah.
Chris Gesh does it as well, but he's bigger.
Well, and a lot more experience.
That's going to be a short line dropout, and that will be a penalty right in front, and it will be. Be disappointing the Panthers took the 2 instead. Tried to finish it off with 4 minutes and 22 seconds to go on the ground clock.
Yeah, I can't see us taking the 2 here. I think they want to put some points on.
Well, I reckon they should give Varley a shot. Go McMinn, we just talked about him. Draws 4 bears. It's like a picnic basket, the little fella. Bears all over him. Numbers out to the left-hand side. Just has to go through the hands, spinning and turning, and McCallaghan will try and roll over and score the try, and the referee will award him a try. And that's big effort there from Callahan. Look at that.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't, mate. Not unless Pine Rivers kick a goal, which is like. John Devine, please go back to a rewind on video. Other sponsors while we're waiting for the conversion to be taken. Woolham Services, great commercial construction company. Oz Stump, Andrews Tire and Mechanical. Now get up there and see those guys. They'll look after you. Need a set of tyres? Well, they're the guys to go and see. And mechanical servicing and all the other car parts that you need. LJ Concrete, mate. LJ Concrete, the guys out there, they do commercial and house slabs, commercial slabs, driveways, PARs, council work. They're
If I pay for it, will they
Everything.
Will they make me a pair of shoes for you?
Not shoes, no.
Concrete shoes?
Concrete shoes, no. No, they won't.
Sure, Pete.
No, well, they possibly could, but
If they told them who they were for, they probably would.
they probably would, yeah.
Ballicott with a conversion attempt. He is a talented player. He's a tall man.
I know a front row that could kick in the day.
Yeah, Shane McNally. Conversion successful.
Successful.
48-16.
Blue Air for air conditioning. Get onto those guys as well. Trade Link. There's so many sponsors. Get on our Facebook. CN Constructions, Oz Stumps, Ice Support Coordination, Go Bet. Get onto your Go Bet. Plenty of options out there too. And one thing you can do is bet that the Panthers are going to win today.
2 minutes remaining. Yeah, look, you got a feel for Pine Rivers in the second half. They were all great. Here we go. Vale, the big unit, turns it back. Cole Van Claveren, has he got the wheels? KVK, they're coming for him. Here they come. KVK gets the offload and goes over and scores. A try to Frith.
I thought he was listening to you where he doesn't pass then for a second. I didn't know if he was going to. He thought he had the legs, but what a try. Here we go, off the kickoff, bang, straight through the middle. VK pushing. You'd think the old VK would have scored from there. He's gone, and then timed it to perfection. Great try off the kickoff. Still holds the record for. Do you reckon he does hold the record?
Has to be close.
It'd have to be close. VK holds the record for the fastest try scored in the BRL, VK, off the kickoff. Bit like Norse last week. Did you see the try there from
No.
Tony Tamusi? He scored a beautiful try off the kickoff.
I'll say Tamusi.
Tamusi, yeah, beautiful. Bounced straight back at him off the kickoff, scored.
So Glenn goes over and scores underneath the upright, so he put 50 on the board here.
Yeah, and gets one against his old club, so that always is a blessing.
And that will be full time after this conversion.
Big second half from the boys, and
yeah, 16 points to 12
Yeah.
half time. Conversion successful.
yeah,
Waiting
and
for the hooter. They won't get back in.
just limited the mistakes and completed the set. So
Yeah, they
it
responded
made
what they
a
were told at
difference,
half time, Pete, and that's what you want from the side. Your
Yeah,
coaching
yeah.
staff here. Three tries to Shane Pumapi. Hanapaki with 2. Glenn with 1 at the end there. Gesh with a try. And for the Pine Rivers Bears, Tagiatu, Talbot, and Tagatananu with a try. And that is full time. West Brisbane Panthers, 54 points to 16. I think on for and against will probably go back to the top of the table, equal with Wynnum and Valleys, who also had wins today. Big thank you to the West Brisbane Panthers and all the sponsors who have brought this to you. Don't forget to support those who brought you this live and free broadcast here on Bar TV. Peter Luckman, thank you for your time. Craig Green, thank you for your time. We wish you good night. And remember, tomorrow week, I'm getting in early, everybody. It's Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Don't
Mother's
forget.
Day. Yeah, well, I
All
hope
right.
Tracy buys me something nice.
Yeah, well, not going to happen. Bye for now. We see you all next week. Next week's BRL TV match of the rounds between Beanley and Valleys, and Panther TV will be back here again in 2 weeks' time. And that's just a guess.
Yes.
Because next week, yeah,
About that.
you're at Normie. All right, bye.